Hey, my name is Matt Manero, coming to you with another episode of The Grit. You gotta think of yourself like an animal. I'm gonna tell you a little story of what happens in the wild. If you know anything about salmon, the fish, salmon return to the same spot where they were born to spawn, to lay their eggs. It's an unbelievable phenomenon that happens in nature. Some scientists, by the way, say there really is science to it. Some say that the salmon actually have a smell that brings them back. Salmon could swim 2,000 miles away from where they were born, but the smell brings them back to the exact same spot. And some also think that there's a magnetic pull that pulls the salmon back to that exact spot. It don't matter to me. What I'm trying to get across to you is that these salmon swim upstream to get back to spawn. And there are bears along the way. So there are three types of bears in the wild. There is the nastiest, the grittiest of all bears, who go to the toughest part of the stream where the water runs the strongest, where the waterfall is the highest. And they perch themselves there because they know that the salmon have to jump very high to get over that part of the waterfall as the salmon swim upstream. And you know what those bears do? They reach out, they catch that salmon, and they take this big juicy bite of the fillet, and then they throw it away. Because they know that there's going to be another salmon coming upstream. And they just reach out, they grab it, they take a big juicy bite of the fillet, and they throw it away. They've risked the most, and they get the greatest reward of abundance. But there's a second bear in the wild. That bear moves a little bit further down the stream where the water doesn't run as strong, where the waterfall's not as high. And you know what they do? They turn around and they grab half-eaten salmon that are floating to them. And they reach in and they eat the other half of the salmon, another juicy part of fillet. And then at the end of the stream, all the way down, where the rats live, where the seagulls live, where the vultures live, are the skinniest, wimpiest bears. And you know what they do? They fight over the skeletons that the number 1 and number 2 bears ate. They pick through the scraps. They have to push away a rat to get a little bit of scrap of flesh. You never want to be the third bear. You want to be the number 1 bear or number 2 bear, period. Think of your own career. If you're in sales, where are you? Are you working with those deadbeat customers? Are you fighting off the rats to do business with the customers that nobody else wants? Or do you have the guts to move upstream? At least get yourself to above average, where maybe you can turn around and take scraps from the players. Or maybe for a small select few of you, you're a player. You're the grittiest bear. You have to move to the riskiest part of the stream, where the water runs the strongest, where the waterfall's the highest, where the rocks are the slipperiest. Because you know you got abundance. You just grab that salmon, you just take a big bite of that fillet, and then you throw it away because you know more is coming. Think of your career in that way. Which bear are you? Till the next time we talk, thanks.